Home theater systems have come a long way, and 2026 brings some of the most powerful setups we've ever seen. With Dolby Atmos leading the way, these systems deliver cinema-like sound right in your living room. From crystal-clear dialogue to booming surround effects, every detail is designed to immerse you completely. Today, we're counting down the top 10 best home theater systems of 2026 that redefine entertainment at home. Don't forget to check out the product links in the description below each video for easy access to purchase your favorite tech products. Number 10. Sonos Beam Generation 2. The Sonos Beam Gen 2 is a compact, stylish soundbar that delivers a noticeable upgrade for people with smaller or mid-size rooms who want better sound without a large speaker setup. It introduces HDMI ARC so it can handle higher quality audio signals from your TV, adds Dolby Atmos support, though virtualized rather than with physical upfiring drivers, and improves processing speed with a faster CPU to better handle surround and height effects. Its design is clean, available in black or white, with touch-sensitive controls on top and a more modern grille and finish than the first generation. Connectivity is solid, Wi-Fi, dual-band, Ethernet, AirPlay 2, and all the streaming services that tie into Sonos' S2 app, plus the ability to expand the system later with a sub or rear speakers, e.g. Sonos One SL or Era units, if you want fuller surround sound. In terms of audio performance, the Beam Gen 2 excels in delivering clear dialogue and balanced mids, which makes it great for TV shows, podcasts, and movies where voices are key. The Atmos and spatial sound effects are effective for many pieces of content, creating a decent height bubble and wider soundstage, especially in rooms under 30-35 superscript 2. It's very impressive for its size. That said, it does have its limits. Deep bass is modest without adding a subwoofer, especially for big action scenes or bass-heavy music. It's not designed to be as loud or have the same dynamic headroom in large rooms as a full 5.1 or bar plus rear speaker setup. Number 9. Sony S100F 2.0 Channel Soundbar. The Sony HT-S100F 2.0 Channel Soundbar is a solid, no-frills upgrade over TV's built-ins, especially if you care about dialogue clarity and a clean setup. Its slim profile makes it easy to place, and the bass reflex design helps give a bit more low-end punch than typical tiny TVs. With inputs like HDMI ARC, optical, USB and Bluetooth for streaming, it covers most basics for everyday watching and music. Voice and night modes are especially helpful for late-night viewing or when sound effects threaten to drown out speech. It's not going to give you Atmos height effects or subwoofer-level rumble, but for its price and size it delivers a noticeable improvement in sound quality. It's designed to be plug-and-play, so setup takes just a few minutes without hassle. The minimalist look blends seamlessly with modern living rooms, keeping your entertainment space clutter-free. Number 8. Bose Lifestyle 650. The Bose Lifestyle 650 is a premium 5.1-channel home theater system that excels in blending elegant design with high-quality surround sound and refined aesthetics. Its omni-jewel satellites are compact and stylish yet produce impressively clear mids and crisp highs, while the substantial center channel ensures dialogue remains intelligible even during complex or loud scenes. The wireless Acoustimus bass module adds depth in the low end, making explosions and musical low frequencies feel more satisfying, though in very large rooms or with very bass-heavy content it doesn't quite reach the earth-shaking rumble of larger subwoofers. The system includes multiple HDMI inputs, streaming support, Wi-Fi/Bluetooth/AirPlay 2, and Bose's ADAPTQ calibration tool that adapts the sound to your room's acoustics, which helps overcome some of the room layout challenges. On the flip side, the Lifestyle 650 is a premium investment, both in cost and in setup considerations. It lacks Dolby Atmos or true height channels, so headroom for overhead sound effects is missing compared to newer Atmos systems. The rear satellite speakers, while wireless in signal, still need power, which can complicate layout behind seating. Some users find that at very high volume levels the satellites may struggle to keep up dynamically, or that the bass module's placement is critical. Misplacement can lead to bass that either overwhelms or sounds muddy. Number 7. LG S95TR Soundbar. The LG S95TR is a high-end 9.1.5 channel soundbar package, soundbar plus wireless rear speakers plus wireless subwoofer, that aims to bring home theater-level immersion with less complexity than an AV receiver plus multiple speaker setup. It features about 810 to 820 watts of total system power, lots of drivers, 17 in total, multiple upfiring speakers, on the bar and rears, for Atmos height effects, and a dedicated center upfiring speaker built in. The system includes modern connectivity, HDMI ARC, pass-throughs, support for streaming apps, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, plus calibration modes to help tune the sound to your room, AI room calibration, etc. In movie content, it delivers strong presence, loudness headroom, clarity in dialogue, and satisfying surround and Atmos spatial cues. Bass from the sub is impactful and gives a good rumble, when placed suitably, and ambient effects in shows and films tend to feel wider and more enveloping than simpler bars. For mixed use, movies, TV shows, some music, it offers very solid performance, especially when you fine-tune settings via the LG app. On the flip side, it is not without compromises. The performance of the height/upfiring effects is good, but not perfect. The rear/upfiring channels tend to be quieter than the main bar, so height presence can lag behind in some scenes. Some reviews note that bass can sometimes feel boomy or less controlled, especially in mid-bass, and the lowest frequencies, deep sub-bass, don't extend as far as what you might get from larger, dedicated subs or more expensive multi-component systems. Number 6. Samsung HT-S100B Soundbar. The Samsung HT-S100B is a slim, stylish 3.1.2 channel soundbar plus wireless subwoofer setup that impressively squeezes in height effects, a dedicated center channel, and a lean profile. It supports Dolby Atmos, has upfiring drivers, and features like Q Symphony, with compatible Samsung TVs, that combine the TV speakers with the bar for a fuller sound. Dialogue comes through clearly thanks to the center channel, and there are modes/tools, like voice/HDR enhancements, that help clarity in TV shows or movies. Bass is stronger than you might expect for such a slim bar, especially with the subwoofer in the mix. The sub adds honest low-end punch without feeling completely disconnected from the rest of the sound. However, it makes some trade-offs. First, it uses HDMI ARC rather than full eARC, or has very limited support, meaning lossless Atmos tracks from certain devices may be downsampled or compressed. Also, physical connectivity is limited, there's no optical in, limited analog inputs, and the HDMI connector is mini in some variants, which can be finicky. The mid-range sometimes lacks richness when things are loud or complex, with certain instruments or vocals feeling a bit flat. Because of the slim build, there's only so much speaker driver area, so while height and overhead effects are present, they can be less dramatic than larger bars or full surround setups. If you want a soundbar that doesn't dominate your entertainment setup, but still gives Atmos height effects, strong dialogue, and decent bass for rooms of moderate size, the S800B is very compelling. It's especially good for photo-friendly setups, minimalist decor, or places where a large soundbar or many speakers just won't work. Just be aware of its limitations. If you want the deepest bass, support for lossless Atmos via eARC, or super wide/fully immersive surround, you may want to complement it, subwoofer, rear speakers, or consider a more premium bar. The Samsung HT-S800B also stands out for its wireless versatility, making it easy to stream music directly from your phone or tablet using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi with support for Spotify Connect, AirPlay 2, and even Alexa voice control. This makes it not just a movie soundbar but also a capable everyday music system, offering crisp vocals and smooth highs that make playlists, podcasts, and casual listening sound engaging. Its sleek, ultra-slim form factor blends seamlessly into modern living rooms without clutter, and the included wall mount option lets it look even more integrated with your TV setup. Number 5. JBL Bar 1300. The JBL Bar 1300 is a powerhouse home theater soundbar that combines premium sound quality with smart versatility. With its 11.1.4 channel setup, detachable wireless rear speakers, and a booming subwoofer, it creates an immersive surround sound experience that feels close to a dedicated home theater system. Dolby Atmos and DTS-X bring movies to life with overhead and directional effects, while JBL's Pure Voice technology ensures dialogues remain crystal clear even in action-heavy scenes. The detachable rears are a standout feature, allowing you to enjoy true surround sound without messy wires, and they can even double as portable Bluetooth speakers when taken off. Music lovers will appreciate the rich, punchy bass and wide soundstage for playlists, while streaming is effortless with built-in Wi-Fi, Chromecast, and AirPlay 2 support. It's not the most compact system and the detachable rears need recharging after about 12 hours, but the flexibility and power it offers make it one of the best all-in-one soundbar systems for both movies and music. Beyond its impressive audio performance, the JBL Bar 1300 also shines in usability and design, making it a smart choice for modern living spaces. The sleek, premium build feels sturdy and stylish, blending effortlessly with large TVs without overwhelming the room. Its setup is simple, thanks to HDMI eARC and multiple inputs, and the automatic room calibration helps tailor the sound to your specific environment for the best results. Gamers and movie buffs will love the dynamic impact of explosions, fast-paced effects, and cinematic soundscapes, while casual listeners can enjoy crisp podcasts and streaming playlists with ease. Number 4. Sony HT-S40R 5.1 ch Home Theater. The HT-S40R is a very compelling mid-range home theater system, especially if you want real 5.1 surround sound without having to hook up a full AV receiver and speaker setup. It includes a 3-channel front bar, left/center/right, a wired subwoofer, and rear satellite speakers powered by a wireless amplifier, giving you more immersion than most soundbars alone. With a total rated power of 600 W, it gets impressively loud for its class and handles action scenes, cinematic moments, and TV shows with plenty of headroom. The subwoofer adds satisfying punch, and the front bar keeps dialogue reasonably clear. It offers HDMI ARC, optical, Bluetooth, USB inputs, and multiple sound/sound effect modes, cinema, music, voice, night, so you have flexibility depending on how/what you're watching or listening. That said, it has its limitations. First, it does not support Dolby Atmos or newer immersive audio formats, only surround through Dolby Digital, which means no height effects. The rear speakers are less loud and precise compared to the bar and subwoofer, often more ambient than directional or striking. Number 3. Sony Bravia Theater Bar 9. The Theater Bar 9 is a flagship soundbar built for immersion and clarity. With its 13-driver array, front-firing woofers, up-firing and side-firing speakers, and beam tweeters, it uses Sony's 360 spatial sound mapping to simulate a surround sound field in a way that feels more convincing than most single-bar setups. If you're watching Atmos content or movies with lots of overhead effects, the height cues are noticeable and quite engaging. It also has great dialogue clarity thanks to a strong center channel and features like voice zoom. On the connectivity front, HDMI eARC ensures good compatibility with modern TVs, and the support for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, voice assistants, and streaming platforms gives it a wide-ranging usability. Build quality and finish are premium, materials look and feel solid, and it blends nicely into higher-end living room setups. Where it stumbles is mostly in extremes. The bass, while punchy and satisfying for many scenes, doesn't reach the lowest depths of what a dedicated subwoofer can do, especially in larger or acoustically lively rooms. Also, although spatial and height effects are good, they aren't perfect. In certain scenes or angles, objects, overhead cues or surround imaging can feel a bit generalized rather than perfectly localized. At very high volumes, you might also notice some compression or strain, particularly in the upper mids and highs, depending on the content. Number 2. Sonos Arc Ultra. The Sonos Arc Ultra is Sonos's current flagship one-box soundbar, built to deliver a big leap in audio immersion, especially for movies and Atmos content. It features 14 drivers, 7 tweeters, 6 midwoofers, and a new Sound Motion woofer, arranged in a claimed 9.1.4 configuration, designed to offer more realistic height, width, and depth than most single-bar systems. The new woofer tech is particularly interesting, dual membrane, force cancelling, with multiple motors, aiming to push more air for stronger bass while controlling vibration, meaning better low end from the bar itself without relying completely on a sub. Dialogue clarity has seen significant improvement thanks to a more prominent center channel plus enhanced speech boosting modes, and the soundstage feels more spacious and dynamic overall compared to the original Arc. There are still compromises, however. There's no HDMI pass-through, only eARC, so connecting devices directly through the bar is limited. If you have many sources, this can be a downside. Also, Sonos still doesn't include DTS-X native decoding, meaning that content in that format gets handled or downmixed differently. While the bass is notably better than before, the very deepest sub-bass rumble still can't match a large dedicated subwoofer, especially in a big room. The app and firmware experience is mostly polished, but some users have reported occasional quirks with setup, calibration, or updates. If you want a single soundbar that delivers thick, cinematic Atmos effects, excellent dialogue intelligibility, and strong bass in a sleek form, this is one of the best in its class. Number 1. Bose Smart Ultra. The Bose Smart Ultra is a premium one-box Atmos soundbar that offers a very good blend of immersive audio, clarity, and stylish design. It houses 9 internal drivers in a 5.1.2 configuration, including up-firing drivers for height effects and dedicated center/sides for width and dialogue. The build is solid, a tempered glass top, a metal grille front, and clean finishes that come in at about 105 cm wide, 5.8 cm high, and 10.7 cm deep, so it tends to fit nicely under most TVs without obstructing the screen. It supports Dolby Atmos plus the usual Dolby formats, digital, True HD, etc., and has features such as ADAPTQ room calibration, AI dialogue mode, TrueSpace for upmixing non-Atmos content, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirPlay 2, Chromecast, plus optical input and HDMI eARC. The remote and Bose Music app make control smooth, and the inclusion of voice assistant, Alexa built-in, adds flexibility. In performance, the Smart Ultra impresses in many ways. Dialogue clarity is strong, especially in cluttered sound mixes. It gets loud without harsh distortion, and the soundstage is wide and open, particularly for movies and Atmos content. Bass is punchier than many slim soundbars, and scene transitions, effects moving around, overhead cues, feel convincing most of the time. However, it has some compromises. The deepest bass, sub-40 Hz rumble, is limited, so for strong low-frequency effects a subwoofer is a useful addition. Also, it tends to run bright out of the box. Highs may feel somewhat sharp or piercing depending on room acoustics and listening levels. The treble/upper mids may need trimming via the app. The lack of native DTS-X decoding is a drawback if you have content in that format. Another limitation is connectivity. There is HDMI eARC and optical, but no extra HDMI inputs to feed multiple sources directly into the bar. All in all, the Bose Smart Ultra is a strong choice among flagship soundbars. It checks many boxes for immersive Atmos, clarity, modern features, and looks. It's not perfect, but for many users, its strengths will outweigh its compromises. And that wraps up today's journey through the world of tech wonders on high-tech. If you enjoyed this video and discovered some must-have gadgets, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You won't want to miss our daily dive into the latest and greatest in technology.